Hey guys, it's Ruby here for School of Art The Live Wire. I'm here with Carissa Heinrichs. We're at Reverberate. It's an intermediate BFA show, and it's up until October 4th, so definitely come out and check it out. So I'm looking at your work, and I noticed you have a lot of mixed medias, it looks like. Do you do a lot of that with your work, I'm assuming, since you're intermedia?
Yeah, and I kind of go more in between kind of the fine arts aspect. I think I'm being pulled more towards photography, printmaking, and fibers, and kind of trying to mesh those together. But I still have and taken other classes in like video and performance, and I've kind of tried to incorporate that as well with projections, but not so much in this show. I really just wanted to give it, for once, some time to just have this more simple line of work.
So what's your favorite process to do, since I'm assuming here we see cyanotypes and screen prints. What do you like to do the most?
I really love the cyanotype because it's such a quick process, but then like screen printing takes so long. I mean, it's sort of easy to do, but very difficult to do well. That's what one of my professors said, and I think it's very true. But you still get sort of addicted to the process and just staying in the warehouse forever, and you just start living there, and there's something really calming about being in that process.
You get into like a rhythm when you're screen printing.
Exactly.
It's definitely therapeutic sometimes. And then at the end of it you have multiples. Are these all parts of series, I'm assuming? Or are they just single?
They're all sort of single pieces, but they all kind of work around the same concepts, and I think I made them into a series here. That's just titled You Are Here, kind of dealing with the same concepts. But yeah, I have like mostly screen printing and cyanotypes, and then a lithograph and intaglio monotypes, yeah.
Cool. So could you tell me a little bit about the show title? I was curious about how you guys maybe came up with that. Were you involved in that process at all?
Yes. I was just kind of throwing around words, and it's interesting with this kind of show where you didn't really come up with a main like concept or theme to have like a jury show. It's just sort of an accumulation of all your different concepts that you're working with. So I think like Reverberate kind of works with that aspect of having something bouncing off. We have a lot of like reflections with the projectors and everything going on, and mine deals with sort of like space and this like containment, and that kind of keeps going. So I think it was, I don't know, somehow dealing with layers and something that could like kind of umbrella all of it at the same time. I think I fell on the word just because of the sounds of the consonants together. Honestly, I like the R's and the V, the B, the T, and it just has like a rhythm and snap to it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. It's a beautiful show. Congratulations.
Thank
you. All right,
you.
Thank you. Hey guys, it's Ruby here at Step Gallery with Bianca Montano. Could you tell us the name of your show?
Yeah, it's Que Raro.
And do you want to tell me a little bit about what it is about?
Yeah, so the show title translates to how rare or how strange, and it's a lot of pictures that I've taken of my family visiting them in Mexico, as well as some here. And it's just these strange things that I see about them and me trying to become familiar with them and my culture.
Okay. So is this your thesis exhibition, or is this just a show that you wanted to have?
It's just a show that I wanted to have. I really felt strongly about these photos, and I just wanted people to be able to see them.
Are you a photography major, or are you in something else?
I'm photography and print, but photography is my main, yeah.
What kind of photographs are these? Like, how are they printed or whatever?
They're inkjet prints. They're all 16 by 20.
So do you usually, I noticed they're all in color, and I know I'm not a photographer, but I know there's usually a big decision between if you want to shoot in color or black and white. How did you decide you wanted these in color?
Mexico is really bright and really vivid, and I just couldn't do it justice shooting it in black and white. Yeah, it had to be in color.
That makes sense. So my one last question is, have you done your BFA show yet, or when is your BFA show, do you know?
My BFA show is actually in 2 weeks. It's called Interim, and none of this work will be in it, but it will be related to it.
So be sure and come out and check out the show, and then come out and check out more of her work in 2 weeks. Hey guys, it's Ruby here at Harrywood Gallery for the annual ABBA show. It's called Bound and Rebound. It's also their silent auction, so if you want to come check it out and maybe bid on some work, it's really great. I'm here with random passerby, Chelsea De La Cruz, and we just wanted to ask you how you felt about the show, about books as art.
It's a really cool show. I actually liked this the most of the ones that were opening today, so yeah.
Have you checked out any of the work that's up for auction? And is there anything you kind of want to bid on?
If I had money, I would totally go for like that dragon thing because it's kind of cool.
That's a really cool book.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're an artist. How do you ever use artist books or anything like that in your work?
Not really. I just look up stuff on the internet to reference off of. So. Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you, Chelsea. Hey guys, I'm here at the annual ABBA show at the Harrywood Gallery with Brandy and Maria. They are both members of ABBA, so we're going to ask them a little bit about the show. Actually, could you tell us a little bit about ABBA first, like what for people who don't know what ABBA is or what it's about?
Yeah, ABBA stands for a bunch of book artists. It's ASU's Book Arts Club, and it's based in the basement of the art building. It's kind of spooky, but it's pretty fun. It's in the type shop, and we do all kinds of things. We're involved in the community, in the School of Art, in the Herberger Institute. Anybody's welcome. We do workshops, and we go to conferences and national conferences, local. We bring in like artists to talk, and like we do lectures. It's just like a really fun, great thing. I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
You don't necessarily need to be in the art school to come and be a part of ABBA.
Both of us are graduated.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you have it. So do you want to tell me a little bit just about the show? I know it's your silent auction as well, or like how people got pieces in the show. Is it just club members or what?
Well, anybody can submit work, right?
Yeah.
And all you do is you just bring your work down to the basement where our club headquarters are, I guess you could say, and just fill out like a release form for your work, and it just has to fit the general theme of book arts. So obviously not all this stuff is a book, but it has the theme of book arts. And we do the silent auction to raise money for the club to send like members to conferences. Like they sent me to a conference last October in Cleveland.
Yeah,
yes.
for the paper.
For the paper conference, yeah. So the money just goes back into the club. We help bring in like artists, and you don't have to be a member to put in work. So it's just...
But if you're not a member, then it's a $10 fee.
Great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But to be members, it's a $10 semester fee.
Okay.
And then $20 for like the whole year. So that's, yeah.
All right, cool. It's a very cool show. You guys should definitely check out ABBA, check out the show, and go find them in the basement.